Hey Libra, what up? How's it doing, you cardinal air sign? What's going on? Thanks for being here. It's me, Archer, and it is time to do your everything energy check-in for you and the one on your mind. Pulling on the current energies for the end of October 2025-ish. However, they are timeless readings, so whenever it found its way into your algorithm and you clicked on it, hold on, I'm gonna fix TikTok's camera angle. I just realized that my head's missing. There we go. Now we're back. Hi. Whenever this message found its way into your algorithm is perfect timing as always. They're timeless and meant to find you when they do. And now the camera angle set up because my Virgo moon wasn't going to let that happen. Let's see what we've got going on. Whatever message comes out, don't worry. I'll convey it across to you. When you're with me, you're protected, good, bad, or indifferent. You are covered. All right. I got your back. I'm your ride or die, and I'm your crystals. All right. So let's do this to us, God. Tap me in, tune me into Libra's energy. Think about your person, Libra. And God, give me everything you got for Libra. What's up, Destiny? How's it going? Hey, Michelle Mabel. What's happening over here? Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Libra. I hope you had a good one and that the next 12 months are the awesomest you've ever had yet. All right, let's do it to it. Speaking of Libras, you ready, Melissa? Our awesome September 25th Libra mod. Shelly's here. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's doing that again where it's showing the other stuff, Brittany. I know you're Brittany, so it's cool. All right, let's do it. You guys ready? All right, here we go. Libra, what do we have for Libra? Let's do this to this. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. What do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? All right, 2 shuffles. Here we go. Ready? Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the fair and just Libras. Case dismissed. There we go. I've been trying to find something that's more unique for you so I don't keep using the Leo one because you're not Leo, you're Libra, you know, right? Unless you're dealing with a Leo, then they want to be you. But it's cool. Let's go. Your overall energy is the 10 of Cups. Some wishes coming to fruition and the stuff that you've been dreaming about getting ready to come into reality, okay? So keep your manifestations on point and keep your wishes and your prayers direct because the 10 of Cups talks about the dreams that are in the subconscious that haven't made it into a 10 of Pentacles reality yet that are going to work on coming in. And for you, it's coming in a Queen of Pentacles status, even higher elevated than the 10 of Pentacles, with the Hangman into the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands on that issue with justice. I see you getting an apology that actually you've waited a long time for. Or for my single Libras, you got somebody that wishes they had actually reached out sooner than now. Oh, this is cool. We're doing doubles again today. All right, it's cool. All right, so I'm reading for Libras dealing with a person and single Libras looking for something going on. Got you. Let's do it. I got a lot of Libra in my chart, so I got your back on this. This is easy. Let's do it. Current conditions at Libra. Let's see what we got. I have the 5 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Death card. They're taking a new approach to things because you're trying to find a moment to collect yourself and find a little peace. Even though I got the 5 of Swords here, which does represent the 5 stages of grief, okay, it's telling me that you're a little burnt out from trying so hard to the point that it's almost got you to a point of having a resting 5 of Swords face, right? I got you. You know, you've tried so hard and it's almost like you're at a point where you kind of need a little bit of a pause or something, right? Just a little bit of time to come up for some air and get, like, you're ready to get back in there, right? You're kind of like Rocky Balboa, like, yo, Adrian, right? You're ready to go back at it. You're not giving up on love. Name Adrian might even resonate, or the movie. The movie might resonate. It's cool. But it's like you're finding a way to maybe, with this Death card, prioritize and organize differently. Like, combine that with work smarter, not harder at the same time, because you're not wanting to let this to continue to stress you out. 5 of Swords. Page of Cups is keeping a more optimistic approach to things, right? Even though sometimes it can still become a little bit of an overwhelming experience. Scorpio energy, some of you guys might even be Libra, Scorpio cuspers, but it gets to be a little overwhelming at times because, you know what, it was a pretty overwhelming experience that may have your nerves shattered or maybe making you feel anxious for what appears to be like no reason. I really feel like you're feeling their nerves and their anxiousness too, like through a telepathic connection. 8th house energy on that Scorpio card. Could be an age difference for some of you guys too, but there is, like, you're open to getting a love offer, right? It's like telling me that you're like, for those of you dealing with somebody, you're not opposed to hearing them out if they reached out. Say with my single Libras, you're like, if somebody was, open to the opportunity, I wouldn't say no, that sort of a thing. It just seems like there's not a lot coming your way yet. But I say yet, so there's got to be a channel point into that. So if you're feeling their anxiousness and nervousness too, let's get into their vibes right out of the bat. All right. Now remember, past, present, or future, especially when I'm reading for 2 groups of a sign, this doesn't matter. You're allowed to miss or love whomever you want, however long you want. My title here is just Tarot Reader, not Tarot tell you what to do. Or none of us tell y'all what to do. This person's got a lot of air on their mind. 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. That's a lot of swords. Told you you're feeling their anxiety. You're feeling their nervousness. Because that 8 of Swords, Jonah trapped inside the fish. That's my Long John Silver's card. Because much like how nobody really knows how Jonah got in the fish in the first place, nobody knows how Long John Silver's is still in business. Bonus points for somebody that either does or like worked for Long John Silver's. Maybe it's when you were younger or something, or some of you guys. I could be reading for some young Libras here. Some of you guys might work retail. Okay. With all these swords, though, Gemini, right now I got Gemini and Aquarius energy strong with this part. But it seems like, especially with the 10 of Swords anchoring it, this person kept letting you down like every time you tried to be fully invested in them, right? For some of you guys, it's like almost like a smothering energy, like the way that even if you would try to have a conversation or something, they would try to overtalk you, double talk you, get in the way, to never let you finish a sentence or anything like that. It's like they base their happiness on you, though. 7 of Swords. And like you were required to pick them up whenever they felt down in the 7 of Swords, when they were feeling some type of way. For some of you guys, this 5 of Swords might be their 5 of Swords, that almost like somebody that tried to destiny swap with you, right? And you've got their 5 of Swords, almost as if you're carrying some of their burdens, like stuff they went through, panned off onto you, and they tried to like assume Libra's role. Some of you guys could be dealing with another Libra, maybe. It's like they were completely oblivious to anything that you were wanting, anything you were needing. I mean, whether it was time to finish out your workday or maybe just a full 14-second hug, they never seemed to really step up, right? 4 of Pentacles on the 4 of Swords. Maybe money was a factor for this, or somebody that was more of like I don't know. I pull a little bit of gaslighting, but then I also pull like they were very worried about money all the time. But yet it seems like they didn't have much of it, and yet telling you like about yours, or maybe even for my male Libras, this is somebody that like right out of the gate, it's like, hey, can you help me with the light bill? You're like, what? We haven't even gone on a date yet. What? Huh? Right? Stuff like that. In my female Libras, maybe you were actually supporting this person, or you were the one working and they weren't, because it really seemed like they were very worried about being thrifty and never really like always in the Pentacle vibes, and then never showing any emotions. Because notice how there's air, there's Pentacles, there's Swords, there's no emotion, there's no water. This person was very 4 of Pentacles closed off to love, and with the Knight of Pentacles, it never seemed like it really got anything further off the ground. Maybe for some of you guys, it felt you were feeling like it was a situationship or a friends with benefits type of a thing going on. And especially for some of you guys who were like, well, I'm not interested in that stuff, right? So we got to see what it is, because something you said really stuck with them, because that's what 8 and 7 is 15, with 10 more is 25 swords. You or them could even be born on the 25th, the 10th, the 8th, the 7th, 13th through the 11th, the 5th, the 4th, and the 12th is here so far. Let's use the shadow deck for you. I'm going to dig in with the shadow deck. I want to go deeper into the blueprints on this one, because it's 10 of Cups overall energy. Like, you shouldn't even be here. You shouldn't even be watching tarot. You should be like happy. Well, I'm not basing your happiness on the relationship status, but I'm saying like you two should be fine. So what's their deal? Let's find out. All right, let's start with you. Let's clarify this, because I really do feel like that 5 of Swords is like coming off of their energy over to you. 4 of Cups. Yeah, and you almost don't understand why it feels that way. Death card on the Death card into the 10 of Pentacles. See, but the 5 of Cups to the Hermit comes out with the Ace of Swords. It's like you're waiting for that I've had some time to think text or something that comes in. But you are working to bring your 10 of cups into the 10 of pentacles status. This brings that 10 of cups, your dreams for the future, your version of the white picket fence, the 2 cars and everything. You are manifesting it. You're bringing it into reality right now. It's like you both are kind of unsure of how this could even work out now at this point, and trying to just have as much hope and faith as possible that things could work out, and that maybe you can get out of this troubling time and come into a more harmonious union with them. Because the 4 of cups to the 5 of cups shows some depression inside internally, based on a little bit of frustration. Like maybe one minute you're fine and you're enjoying the day, and the next minute you find yourself staring out a window while it's raining and just being like, wow, how did everything go wrong? But then the next minute you're okay again, right? Like almost to the point that you might be sitting where maybe I'm having mood swings or something, right? It's the fact that you almost can't predict it happening because you're picking up on their energy still. The connection is still there between the 2 of you guys. Meanwhile, though, you're doing your best to keep things together. Some of you guys might even be in the medical field, doctor, nurse, surgical tech, something like that. Some of you guys might even be like a veterinarian or work in the animal field, or maybe somebody just wants a dog or has a dog or something, or a cat maybe for someone. Could just be a loving animals. Like for some of you, especially those of you when you were kids, that you had those stray cats that followed you home, or some of you guys, they still do, right? And you're like, hey, can we keep it? Right? And your parents are like, no, we can't keep it. Right? Ace of Swords. That's Saul's conversion. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, the 4 of Wands, and we're back to that 5 of Swords again. Interesting. So you're doing your best to keep things together, keep your emotions in check, even though you still have times that you miss them. Free will, and you process the emotion, you process the sadness, but as time goes by, you're not liking how things are going, but you're accepting it, right? It's almost like you don't want to have to accept it, but you're like, it's coming into like an it is what it is energy. But I feel like you're coming to the end of an it is what it is era and starting to get some 10 of Pentacles results. Ace of Wands. First time it showed up today. Look at this. There's a way coming in to override this frustration. You've still got a fire lit inside of you. All right. And you're also picking up on their dreams are tying into your dreams too. They totally want to bang your gavel. Right? So don't feel bad about feeling that way about them. All right. This is starting to come in. It's like some of you guys might even be having like plumbing problems or something like that effect, because this is like a pilot on a hot water tank that is still lit. It's like it's in a vacation mode while the pause is going on. But so now the thing is, the way you're working with the energies around you and allowing things to play out as God has intended, while still working to move forward and keep that little spark, that little passion inside of you for them and for you and for life burning, even when you don't want to move on at times and you feel like you have no choice. The thing is, you're getting to the point, just as you're just about to write this whole thing off, this death card here, and just walk away from it, because you don't see a way that there can be a peaceful resolution between the 2 of you guys, things actually start lining up to get you there. Okay? Some of you guys could definitely strong cusper vibes off of this, whether you're a Virgo Libra cusper or a Libra Scorpio cusper, either way, but you're getting to that point. Now, meanwhile, on the work home front, here's the cool part. I see you coming up with a plan of action. Ace of Wands on the 10 of Pentacles. Some of you guys, it's a work-related relationship thingy. Whoa, 50 Shades of Libra, much? Hi, what up? Thing about it is, whether it's a plan on a way to get a promotion or maybe launch a new business or a startup or something like that, you're going to get an idea on how to make it happen. You haven't gotten it yet. It's just a flicker. It's just an idea that's getting ready to come in as a download for you in the week ahead. That it's going to be one of those things of like, whoa, where did that come from? How did I think of that? Why did I think of that? One of those little gifts from God above gets transmitted down to you to help you in the right direction, because you keep getting rewards. The more time it takes for them to figure stuff out, your work life's going to start being rewarded the longer you have to 5 of Cups wait for love. A little bit of a balance that comes into your life, especially for those of you that maybe like when your work life is good, your love life's not, or vice versa. I see some stuff starting to balance out to get you in the right direction, even there. Okay. You're like, it's going to give you the ability to take action or get a sense of direction, or maybe even like take advantage of an incoming work opportunity that will advance you to a whole other level. Like you might hear wind of an inside somebody, even those you work in, somebody's getting let go or getting ready to retire, and that you're the top candidate for the job, right? It's like whatever it is, though, it's going to get you to the beginning point that advances you to a whole other level to bring in more money, which helps get you on your feet and back on track. Where I could literally, you will have your bills on auto pay before your next birthday, and just be like cruise control, a little bit extra in the bank, and even be able to afford groceries, right? Some of y'all could be born on the 9th or the 19th, the 4th, the 1st, the 5th, 15th is here, the 13th, maybe even the 31st. Wait, 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Nope, doesn't count. That could be your person. All right, never mind. Skip that part. Anyways, let's see what's going on their side. All right, let's see what's up with the 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, into the 7 of Swords. Thanks for being here too, guys. What's up, Trent? What you up to? How's it going? All right. 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Some of you guys, this is a pretty strong Libra connection. 10 of Cups. I knew it. Queen of Wands. See? So you're picking up on their energies like we saw earlier. They're picking up on your energies. I knew this bond was pretty tight. So your dreams, your 10 of Cups wishes are in their overall energy down here. So you are manifesting changes in them with the Queen of Wands. It's not over yet. Violet Jessup shows up with the 3 of Pentacles that leads us right back into that 8 of Swords. So the thing about it is that it's like they either hadn't gotten over a past breakup or they were playing you against other people. And like you were in no way going to become an option, right? Even for those of you this didn't get too far into the dating life or into a full relationship and like had false start vibes because you were like, hey, just because you're buying me dinner, it ain't gonna make me dessert, you know, that sort of a thing. And there's something they had to get over on that energy because I don't think they healed from a past person. Like they were trying to treat you the way they treated a past person. 7 of Cups. I knew it. That's the card I was looking for. That's my Love Island card. No further explanations needed. Right? Okay, so whatever it is, whether they were playing you against other people and you weren't going to be an option, or every time you guys would fight, they'd be talking to other people or just spreading your stuff everywhere. It's like, in order for you to just be the one that cleans up the pieces every time, right? Whatever it is, they got over it and they would come back around after we went from the 5 of Pentacles where they would close off the door, block you out, and then Ace of Pentacles, hey, I've had time to think about this, you know, like, or for some of you guys, it was like a rough phone call, like a hey, I'm at rock bottom, I'm in a rough place, I need you to come get me, almost type of vibes, right? It's the thing about this is that this constant guessing, 7 of Cups, Scorpio vibes, it made things way too complicated. No wonder it got to this point, because now they're even 4 of Swords and strong repeating 4s. All right. Some of you guys could be a life path number 4. Something about April might resonate. But yeah, like angel number 444 might even be, or the 444 is just stalking you. Some of you guys could, I'm seeing like literally even in somebody's odometer in your vehicle, like there's 444. Like let's say it's like 65,000, blah, 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 65,444 miles, something like that. Okay. Could even be a VIN number. Interesting. But the 4s are strong with this. You put up with an awful lot from them. You know what? They regret rejecting you and not trying to work with you more. Because whatever they 7 of Cups chose over you, it was the wrong choice. That's what's leading into this Ace of Pentacles vibe on this one, entering into the Promised Land. And Queen of Wands, they're only hoping at this moment for another chance. That 3 of Pentacles shows your guardian angels have been showing them signs, seeing your name, and a lot of stuff. The thing about it is, now the thing about it on this 7 of Cups, that's true, 3 of Pentacles. It's not a 3 of Swords, it's a 3 of Pentacles. So the thing about it is that it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Maybe it could be they chose work over you or chose hyper independence over you, Queen of Wands, right? I mean, for about 4% of you, for about 4% of you guys, they did choose the person they were flirting with, but only to find out that person was making them a 7 of Cups options too, and had like 6 or 7 other people on the hook. That's how karma goes, right? As soon as they weren't available, then they were no longer desirable. And then they found out they were getting played and walked away. So this here, like whatever it was that they busted that person for the same thing and had to walk away. All right, that might be specific for 4% of you guys. Okay, but yet I do see it being the wrong choice. Give me more on the 7 of Cups. More on the 7 of Cups for clarifiers. Because remember, I'm not pinning your person a cheater. This is only, that part was only for those of you that had the confirmation. 3 of Swords. There's some more confirmation. Okay. I knew I felt it coming. 6 of Cups on the Fool card. 3 of Swords. You know what? 6 of Cups. Maybe it's even something like, okay, like they faced cutbacks at work or loss of responsibilities at work for what they did to you. If they like got in the way of your job or your career path, it's like, okay, this might only be for 6 or 7% of you guys, but like for some of you guys, if they chose a vice or a substance over you, okay, and like you never really got to know the real person because the substance had taken over, it's like their own body is the one issuing the karma to them, telling them, hey, you can't do this anymore. Because I'm seeing like something like psoriasis or something that sets in. I mean, that's rather specific, but it might. I mean, take what resonates, wish well on for those that doesn't, but I got to go with it on this one. And I am seeing something about like cassette tapes. Like, yeah, like lots of cassette tapes. Like somebody has like an old case that was their parents or something with a bunch of cassettes in it, or somebody still has mixtapes or makes mixtapes or something. I don't know how that resonates. 7 of Pentacles into the 3 of Cups. They just couldn't keep repeating like a tape loop. It was a cycle that you had gotten tired of. Okay, that's 3 of Swords. Yeah, the foolish antics, the flirting, the player vibes, right? Choosing work over you, choosing money over you, choosing anything over you. 7 of Pentacles, they know they let you down because you tried to give them help, tried to give them options and a way out, and they always, with the Lover's card, turn things into an emotional roller coaster. Strong Aries energy here. Could be another Libra, Scorpio, Virgo, heavy Virgo. A lot of Scorpio too. Pisces is here, Capricorn, more Capricorn, Cancer, Taurus, and Gemini. All right. Doesn't got to be their sun sign, but definitely the part of their chart activating when I'm asking about you. Some of you guys, you or them, could be born on the 1st or the 6th, the 16th, maybe the 10th. That 10th keeps coming up, the 7th, 17th, 27th, maybe even the 23rd or the 20th. I just got chills. As I said, maybe the 20th. The Judgment card came out. 20th. The 20th card. They're going through an awakening. It's an awakening, and they're making a judgment call on themselves. Interesting. Strong Scorpio. Strength card. Hi, Leo. 2 of Swords. The Shadow card. And the 8 of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. It's a maturing. It's a changing. You might not believe it, but with Daniel in the Lion's Den on the actual card of the shadow work, all right, I wondered why I was told to use this deck. They're doing the work. So they're like, they wish they'd already done this work before they met you, because it's the vibes of like what happened between the two of you guys. They're like, I wish this had happened between me and my person before Libra Archer, because I wish I was already through this awakening so that Libra and I could have worked out. Hope that makes sense. That's a deep energy off that shadow card, right? So the thing about it is that they're outgrowing a cycle. They're going all King of Pentacles and they're going all Queen of Cups. Whoa, that's mature love. I dig this. They see your value, King of Pentacles, which means whatever was clouding the mind before is being overcome. So that this time, in order to ask for like proper forgiveness on this Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, Queen of Cups does pour the cup out onto everybody, but it also is a little bit of unconditional love and forgiveness. All right. Nobody forgives like a Cancer. The thing about this, they Whoa, they see your value. Some of you guys do totally work together, don't you? Or in similar industry or something, because like they're like Libra would be a good investment. It's a good, right? It's like you two, you know what this is? The best way to describe the way this is going is it's like you guys are a 6-string guitar, right? And it's like 2 strings were still out of tune, right? And it needed some time to tune these. They just weren't tuned perfectly. So the time apart has a lot. Like the time apart was like the guitar got sent back into Guitar Center to have a tech like actually set the guitar up. The Guitar Center has techs, people, right? You don't have to just buy the thing, hanging it up there. Like that's what this person did. They jumped in so quickly before they never really fully opened up right. Whereas this time it's more of like they, after having done the shadow work, it's like taking the guitar back to Guitar Center and being like, hey, would you set this up properly, get the right action in it and get the thing tuned right? And they're actually doing the work to come in correct. Hope that makes sense. Somebody here could be a musician or a singer-songwriter or something. Yeah, I could be reading for a celebrity couple. Could be a future celebrity couple too for some of you guys because they're ascending. This is going to go to the next level, okay? That's the ascension of Jesus that comes in on this. So, interesting. This made me think of the next clue for you guys, Libra. All right? This made me think of the next clue. All right, it's a thing that's going on here at the channel. All right? I'm giving you guys little clues for a Halloween special, a little Halloween urban legend, that if we can get through this week, the next week, each of the readings, I'll tell you guys the story, the urban legend of how Paul McCartney died in 1966 in a car accident and was replaced by a lookalike. That's been filled, that dude out, that grand dude touring right now, it's not Paul. Or is it? Who knows? But so your guys' clue before we get into the whole urban legend next week, your clue, I'm actually hearing a song which tied me into it, okay? And John Lennon was an October 9th Libra. Sorry, John, this it's Halloween season. It's Paul's turn. Anyways, I'm hearing the song Your Mother Should Know from the Magical Mystery Tour album, okay? Now, you might have to actually use this to look it up instead of looking at the actual movie because it was a movie, Magical Mystery Tour. It was soundtrack to a movie in the EP. But in the movie, the song Your Mother Should Know, let's all get up and dance to a song. All right, in the scene in the movie, and I think there's a picture of it on the album cover or in the jacket or something, is that they're walking down a staircase in white tuxedos. The Beatles are. Now, 3 of the Beatles have red carnations, but Paul has a black carnation in his lapel. And then when Paul was asked about it, Paul said, well, they'd ran out of red ones, so I said, that's fine, I'll just have whatever you got. However, at the end of that exact same song, they walk up and hand Paul a bouquet of flowers, and they're all red carnations. Stay tuned. We'll tell the entire legend next week. All right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch with your reading, God's putting these things in places for you too. So to overcome this in order to come back and correct, okay? The thing is, you two are going to wind up being just fine. Your person does know, and even though you've been in silence behind the scenes, they're taking responsibility for their actions and doing the work to change it, to come in correct and take this to the next level. You're like, oh, Archer, you're just being nice. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah. High Priestess, expect the unexpected. With the Lover's card on the 2 of Cups and the Chariot, they choose you every time. They're coming your way. And 6 of Wands, there's your success, right? And then Empress, do you want me to stop now? I mean, I can't pull a bad card for you, Libra. It's going to be okay. You better invite me to the wedding. That's a lot of positive stuff. That's a lot of accountability they're taking. Oh my gosh, keep your phone nearby you. Libra, I love this for you. Claim this thing down in the comments so we can manifest it and make it happen for you. You totally deserve what's coming in on this one. And bonus points to any Libras that work at Guitar Center. That is cool. All right. Leave a comment down below and claim this. All right. And please hype the reading, and consider subscribing, being part of the channel. We are still working to manifest up to 100,000 for the fam here. If we can pull that off by Christmas, when that plaque shows up in the mail, I will wrap it up. We will open it together during a live stream. And then I will go just freestyle and answer as many questions as I can. Personal questions, no super chats required. We'll go till I can't talk no more. All right. And do remember that this will resonate to any placement of Libra in your chart, because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts are what makes you the cardinal air sign. Gemini and Aquarius couldn't handle the responsibilities, but you do it beautifully. That's why you get to share the Empress card with Taurus. It's cool. All right. All right. Libra, I love you. And until next time, I'll see you later. Peace and love.